Good morning. I am Leo Padilla and I will discuss a case of Wilfredo P. Asayas, Petitioner 5C Power Shipping Enterprises, Incorporation and International SA and Antoinette Guerrero. Respondent C. Power Shipping Enterprises Incorporation employed the petitioner as the third officer on the board, the MT Samaria, a vessel owned by Avin International SA on October 25, 2009. Before his contract of employment expired, the ship owner sold the MT Samaria to Swiss Singapore Overseas Enterprise. Due to the sale, he was laid off from the ship and was sent back to the Philippines with a promise to transfer him to the MT Platinum, another vessel of the respondents. The petitioner failed complaint against the respondents at the Philippines Overseas Employment Administration or POEA on April 23, 2010, claiming full payment of his employment contract. After 2 months, the petitioner filed another complaint against the respondent for illegal dismissal and non-payable of the unexpired portion of his contract. The complaint was deducted as NLRC case number 04057641 and on October 29, the Labor Attribute decided in NLRC case number 057641 declaring the termination of the petitioner employed as illegal. And since the complaint was found to have been illegal dismissed, he should be paid the rest of the salary for the 10 months. Unexpired portion of contract, which is 22,300 US dollars, basic monthly salaries, allowance and leave pay, 10 months plus attorney fees equivalent to the 10% thereof. The LA reasonate that is incumbent upon the employer to show the substantial evidence that termination of the employment of the employees was validly and made failure to discharge the duty would mean that dismissal is not justified and therefore illegal illegal Fernando P. De Guzman versus NLRC December 12, 2007. The complaining seaman was hired as the third mate under an agreement made by the parties on August 26, 2009. But after the sale of vessel Samaria by the principal owner on October 25, 2009, there is illegal termination because there is no showing that he was transferred or engaged to another vessel named Platinum as promised by the responders, as they are governed by employment contract for 9 months, plus 3 months with the consent of both parties. In decision of Court of Appeal, the petition is granted the resolution of the National Labor Resolution Commission 6th Division in NLRC number 00200100211, NLRC case number 040576410 are reversed. Therefore, the division of the labor arbiter date to 29 October 2010 is hereby annulled and set aside. The complaint filed by private respondent Wilfredo P. Asayas on June 15, 2010, dismissed for being groundless. Asayas is ordered to return reimbursed to the petitioner and amounts of 1,079,320 reserved from them with legal interest of 12% per annum for the date of receipt until the fully paid. For the ruling of the court, it noteworthy that the service was made by the registered mail and we presume regularly of the service in the absence of the proof to the contrary since the Postal Service state that the respondents appellants have moved out of their address on record and since the latter failed to present substantial evidence to disapprove it, we find no valid reason to rule otherwise. To prevent in the delay the admission of justice and thus to make orderly the discharge of judicial business and to bring a judicial controversies to an end at the risk of occasional errors because controversies cannot be permit to continue identify and writes the obligation of every litigant can't be permitted to remain in suspense for all identifying period of time. The court must be vigilant against any design of effectuate that end and must look up with disfavor any effort to protract litigation. Give abuse give abuse discretion and define in De Los Santos Beam Metropolitan Bank and Trust Company must be grave with means either the judicial or quasi-judicial power was exercised in an arbitrary or despotic manner by reason of fashion and personal hostility or the respondent judge tribunal on board evaded a possible positive duty or virtual refuse to perform the duty enjoined or to act in contemplation of law, such as when such judge tribunal on board exercising judicial or quasi-judicial powers acted to cap- capricious or whimsical equivalent to lack of jurisdiction. The dismissal of the respondent appeal because it was fully justified and keeping with not grave abuse of discretion just because the NLRC did not do it whimsically, capriciously, or arbitrarily. Therefore, the court hereby grants the petition for view on centenary and reverse aside the decision dated November 28, 2011 in CAGSP number 120175 reverses and set aside the May 9, 2011 decision in NLRC LAC number 0200100211 and it's hereby ordered that the respondents pay the cost of suit. That's all. Thank you.